All right, Kate, what happened with the Chiefs game?
They won, and they won big time.
Is that right? Okay, see,
yes.
I did not catch a minute. Which probably is not a surprise. My bedtime, so fragile, so fragile. All right, so give me the rundown.
It was a really good game. I talked to you. I texted you beforehand saying that I don't know about this game if I'm going to be able to stay in dry January.
Right.
Because I started thinking about it, man. I was like, okay, if this, I'm perfectly okay to go into a game that I know we're going to win without having a beer. But if it comes down to this is the last Chiefs game of the season, I think I'm going to have to crack open one because I was not prepared for that. But I did not have a beer, and the Chiefs won.
How early was it over?
10:30. 10:15. It was a 7:15 game.
I guess it meant like how early in the game was like, oh yeah, this game's over.
Okay. That makes way more sense. Sorry.
Yeah, typical football game length.
Well, okay. The final score was 42-21, and so probably into the third quarter, I felt pretty safe about it. But then at the end, like there was just enough like hustle in the Steelers. Like, oh no, are they going to really try to do something? And I'm one of those people like it's not over till it's over. So
okay, I was
like, I don't know, but I stayed dry. The Chiefs won.
So in your mind, it was not over early.
It was not over early. Yeah, some might disagree. Some might be like, oh yeah, it was way over.
Yeah. So highlights? Any big highlight plays?
Oh, it was fun to watch. There was one drive where they had like 6 plays and 40 seconds for a touchdown, and it was fun to watch. But the game before was the 49ers Dallas, and it ended on a really weird play. Like you're waiting for the Hail Mary, you're waiting for the, oh my gosh, is this going to be the game? And they never got to it because they ran out of time. It was like, wah, like the such a deflated ending. You're like, well, that was it. Okay.
Just anticlimactic.
Yes. But the Chiefs game, Travis Kelce looked good. Tyreek Hill looked good. Defense put Ben Roethlisberger on the ground. It was great.
How'd Patrick Mahomes do?
He did awesome.
Yeah.
He did awesome. They even had an offensive lineman score a touchdown. It was fantastic.
Fun. Trick play.
Travis Kelce threw a touchdown. Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, good game. You missed it, man.
I know. I blew it. Well, actually, no, it's 100% intentional because I was attempting to get a good night of sleep, but that didn't work.
That did not work, did it?
I got a good few hours of sleep during the Chiefs game, apparently.
Oh, yeah. Well, now the Bills play the Chiefs this Sunday at Arrowhead, and I'm a little nervous because last time the Bills were at Arrowhead, they embarrassed the Chiefs, so hopefully the Chiefs have got their act together. And maybe you can catch that one because it's an earlier game. It's a 5:30 game, Matt.
Get it together, Matt, and watch it. Okay.
Jason Momoa and Lisa Bonet are getting a divorce.
I'm sorry, Kate. Are you going to be okay?
Oh,
Broken up?
My heart kind of hurts because, I kind of thought that they were a good it couple and they had it and they got it together.
What's her name? Lisa Bonet?
Lisa Bonet. Remember Denise from The Cosby Show?
Oh, yeah.
She married Aquaman.
After 16 years together.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, and they have 2 kids, 14 and 12. And I just kind of feel like I've looked at them as like, what a cool family. Like, I mean, I may have said, hey, those hippies got it going on or something like that. I don't know. But I just kind of thought that they were
America's couple.
Yeah, but in a weird way. Does that make sense? They're not your typical, stereotypical is what I'm trying to say. Like Ken and Barbie, they're very different.
Yeah.
And
yeah, it's interesting. She's been around for a very long time.
Mm-hmm.
Different world. Denise Huxtable.
Yeah.
As well as Cosby Show.
Yep.
Yes, that's right. I forgot those shows were spinoffs or whatever.
She married Lenny Kravitz, and they have a daughter, Zoe, and then she married Jason Momoa, and yeah. Happy family, blended family, get along well with your ex-family, like...
Well, Jason Momoa, he's a fairly recent star, right?
Yeah, in the last 10 than 12 years, right?
Okay, that long?
I think so.
I can't gauge time anymore, Kate. I'm broken.
I know. I'm with you.
Too old.
But sad news. I'm not going to give up on them. They're getting a divorce, but I'm not going to say that they won't be back together. How about that?
Oh, really? Did you read something that gave you that idea?
No.
Did they release a statement that said, "Oh yeah"? I'm like,
no, just seeing how they are with each other on camera in front of everyone and not behind closed doors. I think they've got that sparkle for each other.
That sparkle for each other.
Yep.
You reminded me. Camila Cabello and Shawn Mendes broke up a couple months ago, right?
I know.
And then she wrote. You're still hurting over that too?
I am.
Oh.
I think she broke his heart.
So she had shared like the screen, like it was basically like a joint statement, right? And it's like, oh, we're still going to be best friends though.
Right.
And I said, bull Oni, not going to happen. But apparently they walked the dog together last week.
Yeah, they got a dog together. So they've got to figure out like how to co-parent.
Yeah, previously I read basically that she had sole custody.
Oh, gosh.
And that Shawn was sad.
I did see an Instagram of Shawn Mendes where he's like been struggling. And he said he's been struggling with social media and he's just having a hard time. And I'm like, oh, Shawn, I hope that you guys get back together.
Really?
Womp womp.
You really?
I do. I think they're a sweet couple. But I also can relate to like when you break up with someone, you don't stop caring for that someone or why, you've been in my life for how long?
Depends on how what caused the breakup, I guess.
That's true. I should say that.
But yeah, I understand.
Like I struggled with that after breakups. Like, what do you mean we can't be friends after we break up? And they're like, no, that's not. I do have one boyfriend in particular who we fought all the time about how boys and girls can't be friends.
Oh, he was hanging out with
without there being some sort of romantical.
Is it because he was hanging out with some lady or something, some girl?
No, because I had guy friends and he thought it was not. Boys and girls can't be friends. And I was like, no. Boys and girls can be friends. And then when we broke up and I was like, we can still be friends. He was like, I don't think so. I was like, okay, bye. And I seriously wish that we were still friends, but we're not.
Sorry, Kate.
I know. 20 some years later, I'm still like, I hope he's doing well.
Aw, that's sweet.
I know.
What makes you think that Camila Cabello broke up with Shawn? What makes you think that she initiated the breakup? You said she broke his heart.
Because after they broke up, didn't she get a neck tattoo and she cut her hair? I feel like that's not a transformation, but that is a out with the old, in with the new, new phase. Because they said it was a joint thing, but also seeing his face in this Instagram where he was like, hi, guys. Like, he definitely looked like a sad puppy.
But the internet's also being mean to him. Isn't that one of the reasons why he struggles with social media?
Is that it?
Well, I assumed.
I figured it was the media, like social media, like he would have to go on there and see like she's doing things with her life that he's not a part of.
Yeah, they're on her Instagram. Watch out.
Yeah.
FOMO.
Totally.
It's real.
It's real. It really is real.
Yeah, well, a bunch of my friends have gotten into smoking meat, So I've seen all these like pictures of what, Kate? You're being dirty. Get your head out of the gutter.
No, I am not being dirty at all. But when you said smoking, I don't think you said meat fast enough for my brain. I was like, whoa, we're going there, huh? Friends are getting into smoking. All right. Okay, so your friends are smoking meat and you're getting some FOMO.
Yeah, my friends were like, I think I should take up smoking.
Right?
Yeah.
What kind of smoking?
Doobs or Marlboros.
Right. Okay, so your friends are smoking meat.
Yes, they've got smokers, and they've been showing off their brisket recently.
Yeah?
And I've got smoker FOMO.
Do you have smoker FOMO because you want to eat the smoked meat or because you don't have a smoker?
Oh, that's a good point. Because I don't have a smoker, I guess, would be the big... I mean, brisket's amazing, Kate.
It is.
It's one of the best things ever.
So good. I love brisket.
But ultimately, do I have the patience to spend 12 hours or however long?
You have to be a dedicated meat smoker.
I think so.
Because when Monty does ribs, it takes forever. And all the things. Well, I got to check the meat, and he goes out there with a thermometer and the spray bottle and blah blah blah. I don't know.
Yeah,
I'm just like, I hope it was worth it. I mean, does it taste good? And it's so sad when he does spin like gets up in the middle of the night to go do something to the meat on the Traeger. And then like the next day I'm like, is it good? And he's like, it's okay. Like, I just feel so bad for him.
I just worry about like the final step, right? It's like you made it this far and maybe it's been delicious this whole way, and then somehow you blow it in the last hour or something.
By letting the meat rest or something, whatever they say. Oh, it's so weird. I enjoy the products of people who smoke meat. Yeah. But I also don't like overly smoked meat. Does that make sense?
Too smoky?
Yeah, when you can like, when it's not like, when it's fake smoke, maybe that's what it is. I don't like fake smoke.
You know how people are often paranoid that their phones are listening to them?
Oh, yeah?
Or doing excessive tracking?
Yeah.
Well, so this was another like friends group that's on Slack together. That's where they all got posted. And then like that night, America's Test Kitchen shows up on my YouTube recommended feed, and they're making a brisket. Yeah.
But they're not trying to sell you a smoker.
They're not, but I mean
that's what I was waiting for.
Them doing that is kind of selling me a smoker. You know what I mean?
Oh, okay.
Just the fact that both those things showed up on the same day.
Mm-hmm.
In their case, they were showing how to smoke a brisket inside of like a Weber, like a charcoal grill.
Yeah.
And that looked quite a bit more involved.
Yeah. I don't know how to do a charcoal grill. I can do a Traeger, but I don't know how to do the charcoal grill.
Well, you get the charcoal hot. You get the charcoal on fire.
Yeah.
And the charcoal's placed inside of a charcoal grill. You mean
I think I can figure that part out, Matt. I think it's the cooking on the charcoal that I'm like,
knowing how to
with
do
the
it.
Traeger, it's very much a science. Like, okay, at 6 minutes, I flip the burgers.
Okay.
But we got a Traeger for our wedding. And so
nice.
it's served its purpose. And Monty fired it up over the weekend, and he's like, it made a funny noise for like 5 minutes. He's like, ooh, might be time for a new Traeger. I'm like, is that in the budget this year? I mean, but at the same time, it gets used.
Right.
It's something that I know how to, for lots of summers, if Monty wasn't home, we did not grill because I didn't know how to use it. So now I know how to use it. It gets used. I don't know.
And now it's letting you down.
Now it's letting me down.
It probably just needed to work some cobwebs out, right? You said it was the first time you fired it up in a while?
No.
Okay.
No. Just showing its age.
Yeah, I don't know if I have I hate spending a lot of money on something and then not using it.
Right.
And that's my concern about getting a smoker. At least one of the modern smokers. I can sure pull off a Weber real easy, but
yeah.
I just worry that I would get it and not have the patience.
I did tell him if we did get a new Traeger, it would have to be one of the ones that like hooks up with his phone.
Oh.
You know what I mean? Where you can adjust things from your phone. And
why? Because he gets up and leaves you too much?
Yeah, because when he doesn't have to get up in the middle of the night, like, can't he just set his phone to change the temperature in the middle of the night versus going out to the porch and doing it?
Yeah, I have no idea how that works.
Okay.
Well, I mean, I'm aware of remote thermometers, but I'm not sure, like, can you run a program on it, or do you still need to wake up and make an adjustment, or... But you're right, yeah, it's probably smart enough to save some time.
I mean, that's why they're called smart, right?
Yeah, well...
Fingers crossed.
Lots of smart things are pretty stupid.
True story.
Yeah, it's like, well, you're dumber than the dumb thing I had that you replaced. What have I done?
Oh, jeez.
So, I don't know, but I do like throwing money at cooking appliances, and I think that's kind of a cooking appliance. So I don't know. We'll see. I may get encouraged. And part of the fun, I guess, or maybe it's part of the ceremony, is having to get up and go check it often. Maybe.
Part of the ceremony?
Like the tea ceremony or whatever they call it. Like, for example, people are really into vinyl, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I think part of it is just like the removing the vinyl from the thing and putting the thing onto the thing and then putting the thing onto the vinyl and then closing the thing and then enjoying the warmth or whatever, even though it's really more than likely lower quality than you would get from a CD or even a digital file. I think there's something about like the process, that's you're working with your hands, you're doing stuff. I don't know. No.
I see what you're saying. Maybe it just only solidifies why it's not my thing.
Okay.
Where if I can get to A to B a whole lot faster than A, B, C, D, E, F, G.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, last week we were talking about convenience, right? And the things we were willing to spend money for.
Yeah.
And you can throw some money and get someone else's brisket for a reasonable price.
I think you're right.
Yeah. So many good barbecue places. So.
Yum. Do you have a favorite?
If you lived elsewhere, it might be different. Sheesh, this is tough. Typically, Jack Stack would be what pops to my mind.
Yeah.
You?
Yeah, that's what I was going to say.
Oh, okay.
Jack Stack.
Yeah, I just feel like you can get pretty much anything on the menu and it's going to be solid. Where a lot of places are kind of, they're known for their brisket, their ribs, or whatever it might be. But yeah, I could go for Jack Stack right now. Tell you what, Kate, brisket with some eggs. Pretty good.
No, I wouldn't marry those two.
No?
But, I mean, I understand people do steak and eggs.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's not my favorite, though, steak and eggs. I like them separate.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Fine.
I know. Boring.
But I'm also, put eggs on everything. Hooray. It's like, I can add this cheap protein. And it's going to be delightful.
Santa brought me a Chipotle gift card, and I've been eyeballing that thing for a while, and I think today's the day.
Fantastic.
Yeah. You were talking about putting eggs on everything. I'm like, I could put Chipotle on anything.
Just empty some Chipotle onto something?
I do love Chipotle.
Just picture a burrito resting on top of a steak right now.
Steak on your steak burrito.
Yeah. I like the steak burrito. I like the steak they have at Chipotle.
Yeah. That's the only meat I get at Chipotle.
Do you get the guac or no?
No.
Oh, God.
I'm not a guac person.
Oh, really? Oh, okay.
No. I think it's a texture thing because you would think that I would like it, except for I'm not a huge avocado fan.
Okay.
Yeah. Which kind of defeats the purpose, but.
Yeah, you're right. Recently, like for a long time now, I've had avocado, make sure I have avocado and I've been cutting it up with my, my dinner. And then, too much time lapsed or I threw something off. My cycle was off and I ended up with an avocado that was too mushy, And I was like, here we go. Let's make some guac.
Guac it up.
And ever since I've been guacking it up. It's fantastic.
Nice. And you don't even use chips. You just shovel that stuff in, don't you?
I will put it, yes, more or less. I'll put it adjacent to my eggs and veggies or whatever. Or, I'll just eat it with a spoon. That's fine.
You don't ever feel the need for the crunch or the, and I'm not even saying tortilla chips.
Yeah.
But, when I was pregnant with one of the girls, they wanted me to watch my sodium, but I really wanted chips and salsa. But I more so wanted the salsa, and I didn't want to eat it with a spoon, so I got celery sticks so that I could still, scoop and crunch, but it was low sodium, but I didn't even think about eating the salsa with a spoon.
Yeah.
I think probably because I needed the crunch, but you can just, shovel it down, huh?
Yeah. Yeah. I was impressed, too, the first time I did it.
Yeah.
Because I had it, and I was like, I made some, and then I had just enough left of the guac, but no other food left. And I was like, let me just eat this with a spoon. I was like, I think I could eat guacamole with a spoon often.
There you go.
Yeah.
I've been doing spaghetti sauce lately without the spaghetti noodles.
Oh.
And my mom and I were talking. She's like, I don't think I could do it without the noodles. I'm like, well, I'm new to it, and I don't hate it.
So you're just eating meat sauce?
Yeah.
Okay.
spaghetti chili, if you will, because I put some mozzarella in there and I put some red pepper flakes and
red pepper
the
flakes.
spaghetti sauce. Yeah.
Nice. Yep, I'm getting hungry for all these food items.
It's good. Yeah.
Kate, how many hours do you think you spend a day on your phone?
Too many.
Too many. All right, so I saw the average is 4.8 hours a day.
Doesn't that just sound crazy?
It does. But then I think about how many hours I spend on a computer instead, and that for so many people, their phone is their computer.
Right.
And then I'm like, I think I'm pulling that average up if I use that math.
I feel like I go to my phone more than I go to my computer sometimes, though. So when I say I'm on my phone all the time, it's like, yeah, well, it's right here, and I don't want to walk across the room to get to the computer. Or
plus, you can use your phone like one-handed while you're doing something else.
Yes.
Real easily, but 4.8 hours a day on average on their mobile phones. App Annie, the source on that.
App Annie.
Yeah.
Well, let's see. You know when you got my battery, can I edit? No. Isn't there a part on your... There you go. You can see how much you're using your phone, and you can see what you're spending your time on, like productivity.
Right. Screen time specifically on the iPhone.
Social information and research.
I wish it would give me a breakout of how much time I spend correcting my sentences because autocorrect decided to do something wild.
I agree.
It has gotten worse, right? Like this is... It seemed like when it first came out, it seemed like when the iPhone first came out, it like nailed it. Now that they're getting too cute and they're trying to figure out in the context of your sentence what you were trying to say. And I feel like this introduces constant typos.
Trust me, iPhone. I'm never talking about ducks, okay?
Right. Well, it's got me wanting to, like, I clearly can't do this in front of other people, but it's got me wanting to do more speech to text. You know, it's like, okay, just focus, say what you want to say, speech to text, and then you won't have to edit your sentence for 5 minutes, you know, so very frustrating.
Forever.
I'm pretty annoyed by the state of autocorrect. Getting a little worked up. I'm okay.
I'm glad you were able to bring it down a notch.
So do you find yourself like idly checking your phone?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I feel like I'm going to the news a lot on the Apple News or whatever.
Oh, yeah?
I'm scrolling those headlines a lot.
Okay.
Not necessarily for like news as much as like celebrity stuff and BuzzFeed stuff and interesting things. Not like, oh, I wonder what the Dow Jones is doing today.
Probably better for your brain than being on social media.
I do try to tell myself that too.
Okay.
That I'm scrolling at headlines and not scrolling on Instagram or...
Plus, it's for work.
It's for work. It's prep.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, I don't know if we can talk about this.
Okay.
But I just read a headline that did Drake put hot sauce in a condom so his partner couldn't steal his man juice?
Oh, God.
Right? An Instagram model claims she had sex with Drake, and afterward he secretly emptied a hot sauce packet into the used condom so she couldn't use it to get herself pregnant.
Oh, my God. Yeah, that's horrible. I remember there was this documentary, I think it was called Ballers, maybe?
Okay.
And it was about like NFL players and other athletes who get these multi-million-dollar contracts and then end up broke.
Right.
So I think like Andre Rison's in it even. Is one of the guys.
Sean
like,
Kemp.
Yeah, I got no money.
Yeah.
And there was one part of it where they were talking to this woman that ran a text line. And so you could pay money to get on this text line so that if an athlete was out somewhere, you'd get blown up saying like, hey, Andre Rison's here. And then you would go and then try to get impregnated.
Oh.
More or less. Yeah. To secure some wealth.
I mean...
And maybe some good genetics for your child.
I was going to say there's that, but you also have to be like on top of it. And you're like, well, Andre Rison might be there, but I'm not ovulating until next week. So...
Good point.
I don't know. Unless you're just trying to get in the graces. So, okay. And it's just interesting because I read this And the site is Wrap Up with an R, not a W, because of what I'm about to tell you. Wrap Up seems like pun included.
Right.
But the headline is, did Drake put hot sauce in a condom so his partner couldn't steal his remnants? I used the word remnants because I didn't like the word that they used.
Oh. Was it man juice?
Yes.
Okay.
Ew.
Well, I said that because you said that earlier.
I know, but I'm glad you said it because, okay, so here's what's happening. Allegedly, Drake and this Instagram model hook up.
Okay.
And afterwards, she's claiming he put a whole hot sauce packet into the used condom so that she couldn't use it to get herself pregnant. Okay, so how would she know? Well, she ended up trying to use the contents to try to get pregnant, and it did not go well for her.
Okay.
And it did not go well at all. And this article is saying that she's thinking about suing him. But I don't know how you can sue him about getting hot sauce in your stuff.
Right.
If you weren't supposed to be putting that into your stuff in the first place.
And he probably threw it into, if this happened, he probably would have thrown it into the trash can.
Yes.
Right. So for fishing something out of the trash.
He picked it out of the trash and tried to use it to get herself pregnant.
And now so she's just trying to do whatever she can to get some of Drake's money. More or less.
Probably, yeah.
If this happened. I don't know. It seems suspect. Why wouldn't he just put it in his pocket and take it with him? Or throw it out the window. Throw it into the street or something.
Why wouldn't she just leave it in the trash can? I don't know. I mean, does she have basis to sue on this? I mean, like, you shouldn't have been putting that there anyways.
Yeah, probably not. I don't think so.
Okay.
So she claims that this happened.
She claimed that this happened.
Okay. Wow.
Yeah. Do you think he just carries hot sauce packets wherever he goes? Like, oh, I'm going to use this later.
That's what I was wondering. Yeah, just put them both into your wallet or something. I don't know.
I don't know. You could keep a condom packet in your wallet, but I don't advise putting like Taco Bell sauce in your wallet.
Yeah. Did you have a bad experience?
No, but can't you imagine if you've got your wallet in your back pocket and then you sit down, it's like...
Yeah, so wallet, back right pocket, and then bottle of Tabasco, left pocket.
There you go.
Just bring a whole bottle. Because, tell you what, it's nice to have hot sauce on hand.
Head it out for the night, grab your Trojans and your Tabasco.
You're good to go.
Day in the life of Drake.
That's right. Maybe. So says this woman.
Allegedly.
Hey, Kate, I checked in on Nextdoor again.
Okay.
For anyone who's not familiar, Nextdoor is this website / app where you can see what's going on in your neighborhood. And I signed the radio station's address up for it because I didn't want to have it personally, and it's interesting results. So this one, my latest screenshot from TF, Mitchell Avenue. Hello, I have electricity question. I bought this new Fight electric 26-watt equivalent PLCFL-NI triple tube 4-pin GX24Q3 base compact fluorescent CFL light bulb, soft white, 2700K, parentheses 1 bulb, close parentheses. When I install it, it does not work. Can someone help me? And yes, this was written when I install it. It does not work. Can someone help me? And so I'm very conflicted on this because at first I thought, okay, maybe this is just spam in here for this particular light bulb. You know, they're trying to get search engine optimization by having it featured more places.
Right. But
then why would you have a part that says when I install it, it doesn't work? If that were the case, because you wouldn't want that to be associated with your spam product.
Right.
But,
and it has a legit address, right? Mitchell Avenue?
Yeah.
Or legit street, yeah.
Right. So
what's your name on Nextdoor? Can I ask, or is that too personal?
I don't even know.
Okay.
It might just be MS.
Like this says TF, so I didn't know if that's something you choose or protective or
so from what I've seen on this, like most people's names show up that way.
Okay.
And I don't know if this is like if it'd be different if I got verification. Like my postcard never arrived.
Gotcha.
And I'm curious if they were like, that's a business address. Nice try. You know?
Good try, buddy.
Yeah. But maybe that's obscure. Because, I'm not verified on Nextdoor.
I mean, don't businesses want to know what's going on in their neighborhood too?
Maybe Nextdoor doesn't want businesses to know what's going on, though.
Maybe.
I don't know. I don't. Or maybe they just, maybe they're just throwing shade at me.
Nextdoor.
So
has anybody responded?
Oh, there was no so I don't know how to like bookmark a specific post. So I had screenshot this a while back and there were no responses.
Okay.
It still says, my screenshot says be the first to react. So I don't know. Apparently I'm not very good at Nextdoor yet. But if they'd verify me, I mean, come on.
Have you tried the Contact Us tab?
The Contact Us tab. Well, it's interesting. Every time I log in, it's like, enter your verification code here. I'm like, is there a way for that you guys can like resend me or try to send me something again? I can't find anything like that.
I don't know Nextdoor.
Yep, maybe this is the point. Maybe now because I feel like I've been pretty tech savvy my whole life. But eventually that's got to end, right? Eventually, we talk about our brains drying up. Eventually I'm not going to be good at this stuff. Yeah, I'll age out. Maybe this is the beginning, Kate.
I think you're too young to age out. Beginning of the end.
That's right. I was telling someone recently, I was like, I've noticed that I need to be wearing my reading glasses more and more, especially this past year. And that there was one day where I was like, I am slowly deteriorating. I am slowly dying.
Because you're wearing your reading glasses?
Yeah.
I'm glad you're not jumping to any like dramatic, statements like this is the beginning of the end.
Yeah, I think it's just like the first age-related...
Because of reading glasses.
Right. I would say it's my first age-related decline.
I get that.
Yeah. That I've noticed.
Well, having started, running again and working out and not drinking, because it'll be easier to run and work out in the morning if I don't have a tinge of a headache.
Yeah, fantastic plan.
I was getting out of bed the other day and I heard at least 5 or 6 crackles.
Oh.
From like various joints. I'm like, well, geez.
I'll tell you
elbows and knees and ankles. And so I get you the beginning of the end.
Wah, wah.
Wah, wah.
All right, that's a good note to end on.